Hi, my name is Sam Neff. I am from Salt Lake City, Utah, a senior at BYU studying vocal performance, but also planning on applying to med school next year. I'm basically done with the prerequisites. I'll take the MCAT this coming June and then apply and have some interviews next year. So I'm a med school hopeful. I'm interested in this position. I worked in the TRC over the summer as an investigator, mostly because I love working with the missionaries. I love taking the opportunity to participate in the conversion experience in the capacity as an investigator. And in that position, I've had the opportunity to learn from the missionaries and also see them grow. And it's an incredible experience helping them prepare to go into the field through these opportunities at the TRC. So in my own perspective, in my own words, the mission of the TRC is kind of what I was just mentioning. It's giving missionaries the opportunity to relate and love with a genuine person. It prepares them for these experiences they'll have in the field, and as they have this opportunity to learn that it's about loving and caring about this person, and then in turn understanding what they'll need and teaching them gospel principles that they can apply to their life, and so that investigator can improve their life. The missionaries can really have a great opportunity to do that in the TRC, and so I see that as its main purpose and its main focus. In regards to the video, so something that I saw that perhaps the missionaries could improve was simply to ask a few more questions. I know that oftentimes it can be hard as a missionary. You feel the need to teach principles that you've planned to bring in that day, but you never know what to expect when you go and teach an investigator. And from my perspective, I could see that this particular investigator, he seemed just tired. I guess he had an eyelash in his eye or something, but he genuinely seemed tired, and like perhaps he was going through a few things. So it was interesting to see him kind of get a little bit of a glazed look in his eyes and not be super engaged in the lesson. I think the missionaries could have improved that by simply asking him questions and better understanding how he was feeling. And then in turn, they could have left clear commitments about what he needed to do, and maybe done some better follow-up at the beginning of the lesson rather than in the middle, like what they did. So in regards to the investigator, something that I've seen and that I've felt strongly as I've been able to work at the MTC and be an investigator and play my role is that showing love to the missionaries creates this environment and gives them the opportunity to understand what a genuine good teaching experience is like. When an investigator can be open, appropriately, but open, and share what's going on in their life, they build a relationship with the missionaries. And so maybe something that I saw in the video is that in spite of perhaps the investigator feeling the way he was, he could have been more open to sharing personal feelings with the missionaries. And then in turn, he could have been even more willing to act. It's difficult. I don't know when missionaries are taught the curriculum of commitments, but I've noticed sometimes they're not perfect at leaving strong commitments in every lesson. And in spite of that, when I've taken the opportunity to act, maybe not perfectly, but still act on what they asked me to do, it creates an awesome experience. And I think that goes back to this triangle between the investigator, the missionaries, and then God. The investigator and the missionaries build a relationship, and then as the investigator trusts the missionaries and vice versa, the investigator will start keeping commitments, and those commitments give the investigator an opportunity to build a relationship with God, and then the triangle is complete. And I think those are some of the most special and amazing moments that I've had at the TRC, and obviously as a missionary. And so it's that openness and that willingness to share that oftentimes kind of is the catalyst in the beginning that brings that about. So while I'm looks like I'm out of time, but thank you very much.